Hey guys, Mapletail here. Today I'm sharing the process of more of my summer mural painting for a local event. Let's get right into it. We're taking a look at Bunnies at Dawn first. This mural was originally meant to match more with the ones from my last painting video. It was going to be a set of 4 forest spirit pieces, this one with winged spirits and the next with spirits in a pond. I can't remember exactly why I decided to switch things up, but I kept the background I planned and painted little bunnies on it instead. Maybe just to have a bit more creative variety, or maybe to continue with the sets of 2. I do love a system like that. What I do remember though is the heat of this day. Zero shade and direct sunlight is a terrible combo for outdoor work. Would not recommend. But I persevered. It had to be done for the little guys. I started with a pale blue base for the sky and hills of purple. This color combo always makes me happy. Dark purples with pale blues or teals are really my jam right now. I did a couple coats of each color and cleaned up the edges before starting with rosy pink and white clouds, making sure those were good and solid too. Adding bits of grass sticking up from the hill while that dried. The sun was a real pain though. That orange was really annoying to get looking good. Many layers needed. And the murals still do go together a bit, as the first 2 were night and day scenes, while this set features more dawn and dusk vibes. Hence the title Bunnies at Dawn. Those bunnies were painted next. White fur with orange eyes. Definitely the funnest part. Having them hop all across the violet fields in a variety of poses. There's just something really whimsical about rabbits. I even snuck in a couple jackalopes in there if you can spot them. And I added tiny flowers in all the colors I'd used so far, before repeating the entire process on the other side. This side had a lot more to paint around, which wasn't ideal, but I made it work. And it made for some fun wraparound clouds. And that was that. I'm pretty thrilled with how this one came out. I really love the colors and all the little bunnies. The next mural I called Dragonfly Storm. You may recognize the background of this one, and actually the last one too, if you watched my Pride Month Warriors series. I definitely reused a couple of these ideas in those drawings, as I was working on both at the same time. and I was really inspired by color schemes I was working with. The River Clan drawing I did was the closest to what I originally was going to paint with the scrapped pond scene idea, and the Sky Clan drawing takes inspiration from a mural from the last video, mostly just with the colors in that one. I started with a darker teal base for the sky here. Going in and painting all those tiny holes was a bit of an undertaking, but well worth it to get the whole thing painted properly. I also had much more shade in this spot, and the weather had taken a turn for the cold, so that was very much appreciated. I painted in some grass that shows up better in person, I promise, and trees of purple next. Clouds in dark blue and white lightning. There's something really fun about painting lightning. I think I had some pictures of it pulled up to get the lines looking right. I always struggle a bit with lightning, even though it is fun. Then it got a little too cold. It was wild to go from boiling alive in the last mural to wearing like 4 layers and mini gloves under my painting gloves with this one. But I got the moon and stars painted in and worked on second coats across the whole piece. Then it was finally time to draw the dragonflies. In white as well to match the bunnies. These ones I know I was using reference images for, as dragonflies are weirder shaped than they appear. And I wanted to get it right. I gave them purple eyes and used a darker purple to line the trees. And you know the drill, doing it all again on the other side. I went in and painted the little wooden post next to the mural too. I think it brought the whole thing together to have the storm continue over there. While I worked, I also listened to a lot of Epic the Musical, so that definitely contributed to this stormy painting idea. It's hard not to be inspired by that music. On this side of the mural, I snuck in a little dragony dragonfly too. Just for fun. Why not? And that's that. I'm assuming I'm still painting on the screen, so enjoy the rest of the process while time-lapse me catches up. Thanks for watching. I'm really happy with how both these came out. They're just across the ditch from each other, so you can view them together pretty easily. Next time we'll be taking a look at murals that are a little bit of a departure from the last 4. Still nature-y vibes and all, but a bit of a switch up again. Hopefully you'll have time to share those in the next couple months. But next week we'll be getting into the new info that dropped on Guiding Light. I have not checked out the blurb for that book yet, so I'm excited to see what it's all about. Still wild to me that they dropped these before the Warriors book before is even released. So I'm sure it'll contain spoilers, but I gotta know. With that, I'll see you next Thursday.